Alrighty guys, good morning. It's not really good morning, but it's basically almost noon. I had a late start to my dash, but anyhow, we picked up a stack here from Chipotle. We're gonna go till about 1:30, 1:45. I gotta do some stuff, and then we'll come back out around 4:35. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's been pretty slow. My app's messing up, like, it doesn't make a noise when I get an order, so unless I'm staring at my phone, I could miss it, which totally sucks. But let's get these two dropped off, and then having a little extra pay, so ended up being almost $16. Put that up there for you guys. And then bam, look at the order we just got. Look at the order we just got. $58 from Bonchon to the Amazon place. I already know. Let's go get this picked up. Let's go. Drop that off, and ended up being $58 like always. I never get why I never get the $2 on time pay, even though I am on time. Drop out, we finished at $86.19 for that first dash. We'll see you guys later. As we got back on, and it's 5:30 and nothing but crickets and garbage orders, so that's kind of disappointing. My goal would be around 164. That would put us around 250, including the 86 that we did earlier, but it's not looking likely. So I'm not really gonna put a goal. I'm just kind of see how it goes and just try to make as much money as possible. But so far it's been a bust. DoorDash is pretty dead. I was actually able to complete my sign up at GrubHub, so I have that going. It's kind of confusing, the app, to be honest. I took an order. The only reason why I'm not a big fan so far is because I couldn't see where it was going, like how far. But hey, $11 for like 5 miles, I'll take it. So we're gonna do that first drop off through GrubHub. You know, anything helps. That drop off for GrubHub, ended up paying 11 and some change to put it up here. And then I got another order from GrubHub showing $25 and some change. So we snatched that up real quick. So maybe GrubHub might be my new thing. Who knows? That order dropped off from GrubHub. Yo, so far it's been pretty good. I mean, it's a little different than DoorDash, but today I don't know if DoorDash knows I'm doing GrubHub or whatever, but I haven't gotten any offers worth taking, you know. So from the moment we logged on at like 5:30, we have $0 in our dash, but we have 37 on the GrubHub. So it is where it is, I guess. Dropping off our first order from DoorDash. It was a Papa John's order, paying $6.25. It only showed $6.25, so that was all said and done. Dropped it off, and they gave me an order from North Italia showing $11.50 for 6 miles. I looked at the items, and it had a family meal or whatever, so I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. Worst case scenario, it's $11.50. I mean, we want to make as much as we can because we started late anyways. But let's keep going. Being $22, so that paid off, I think. We're sitting at $28.46 for this dash, and we got 37 on the GrubHub plus the 86 from our earlier dash. We're gonna keep it going to this 7:30, so probably just for about 1 more hour. We'll go ahead and call it a day. I forgot to record the outro and realized that I never said anything. Anyways, we finished at about 161, I believe, with everything included. We'll put the GrubHub, the DoorDash, everything there. So all things considered, not a bad day, and tomorrow's a new day. Alrighty guys, it is Thursday. We're starting our dash again late. But that's all right. It's 11:45 in the morning, so let's go get this money. We're gonna set the goal at 250, and then of course if things are not going our way, we'll adjust. But I don't see why we couldn't do 250, even though we are starting kind of late. Yeah, so it's been a little bit hectic the last hour or so, getting used to the screenshots, getting orders from both apps. But so far it is 1 o'clock. We started at 11:45, and we're sitting just shy of $40. So I think that's pretty good, all things considered. You know, like I said, we started late, so we're gonna try and maximize our earnings here. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. So far, it's been okay. Just dropped off my latest order from Ted's Bulletin from DoorDash with a screenshot here. We're sitting at around $51, including the GrubHub order, and it's 1 p.m. So I think all things considered, considering we started basically at 12, I think that's pretty good, guys. So we're sitting in the garage, so we don't know what that means. Slow time. Anyhow, we're sitting at $50 on the dash, plus the $9 from the GrubHub. So basically $60 at this 2:30. I still think all things considered, we're doing pretty good. So hopefully we can keep it going between 2 and 4, maybe get as close to 100 as possible. Guys, just took an order from GrubHub showing $21 in some changes of payout. The only thing I'm not a big fan on GrubHub is that the map is a little bit big, and you really can't zoom in like I would want to. So it's hard for me to see like, oh, it's really this far. Oh, it's really that far. You know, so we're gonna see how far this truly is. I don't think it'll be too far. I mean, it is what it is. Plus, I haven't done an order in about 30 minutes, so to do one and get $21 for it seems like a win-win to me. The order picked up, so it is showing 8 miles away, which isn't too bad for $21, but it is 20 minutes away. But I still think it's worth it. I mean, like I said, I've just been sitting declining stuff, and the orders that I do get are like $5-6. So to me, $21, the payout makes sense, at least to me. Let's go get this dropped off. Yeah, I was taking another GrubHub order here with a payout of almost $17. Went about 5 miles. It is to a building that I don't like going to, but you know, it's kind of hard to tell on the map, like I said. So I took it anyways. Hopefully it's easy to get in and get out. I guess we'll find out. I mean, my experience on GrubHub has been pretty good so far. I like the fact that obviously you see the payout right away, like the full payout. That's always nice. What else do I like? I like that the orders seem to be higher paying. Even the low orders that I've gotten still seem high compared to DoorDash. You know, I mean, obviously there's, you know, pros and cons. Like in DoorDash, you can see more where you're going. You can see the miles. You can zoom in on the map. GrubHub kind of limits you to the map. You know, when you get the order, it shows you like where it is or whatever, but it's not super accurate. Where you can zoom in and be like, oh, that's this building. I'm not going there or whatever. You know, but I can definitely see why people really like GrubHub, especially with the higher paying orders. Like I'm taking a $17 order now. I took a $21 earlier. The lowest one I took was $9, and it was like a mile. It was actually super smooth. I mean, I did have to go in the building. Luckily, there was a nice lady that let me in and guided me through this maze. I don't understand who builds these buildings. Like the layout is so confusing. Like you walk into a door and it should be, you know, even and odds. Next thing you know, you're like off by like 20 numbers. But anyhow, got it dropped off. Now we're sitting at $46 on GrubHub, $48.50 on DoorDash, just shy of $100 for the whole day, and it's 4 o'clock. So I think all things considered is pretty good. We did start literally basically at noon, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So hopefully we can have a really good dinner and maybe finish at $250, maybe at least $200. I'd be pretty happy with that. Let's go. I just remember that I also do like a GrubHub better than DoorDash. You don't have to take pictures when you drop the food off. It does tell you to text the customer, but I feel like you don't have to, because I've skipped it by accident and then I couldn't go back for it to prompt me to do it again. So, you know, and I haven't seen any ratings. There's no ratings, which is pretty cool. And I also feel like that you have more time to decide to take the order. There's no countdown per se, but I also think it's because it's also not as clear to where you're going. So I feel like they give you more time to try and do your best to decipher the damn map, in my opinion. But I mean, so far this is a few things that I've noticed that I like on GrubHub a lot better. Hey guys, so I went inside of Potbelly, you know, use the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? But we got an order from Papa John's, and it's showing $7.75 on DoorDash. So you know, $7.75 is my go-to number for only 3 miles. It is pretty slow right now, being 5:15 p.m. Let's go get this picked up, and hopefully maybe a little extra pay. If we don't, we don't. I got to the Papa John's, and apparently they never got the order. So they said it was gonna be like about 20 minutes. I basically just on a sign there on the spot. When I was walking towards my car, I got an order from GrubHub, 11 miles for like, $11, not $11, sorry, $11 for about 2 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that picked up. Now it's funny because now I have more earnings through GrubHub today than I do DoorDash. I wonder if that's gonna be like a new norm or how that's gonna work. I mean, I'm still getting used to multi-apping. It's just a little bit difficult sometimes because, you know, you're like, if I take this and I can't take this, but I also feel like through GrubHub I'm making the same amount of money as I did with DoorDash. I'm driving way less miles, so that's kind of like a little plus that I'm starting to notice so far. I ordered with GrubHub from Savage Burrito, going, I think it's a few miles to be honest, $10-11 payout. I think I got an order from DoorDash showing $8.75, 14 items in the same direction as where I'm already going. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and risk it and try and deliver both, and hopefully it all works out, and I don't get in trouble. But the other one has like a $100 subtotal, so I'm thinking that 75, I'm telling you guys, anything that has a 75 should be a little bit more. It's going to an office building, so I'm hoping they got the address right because it's like 6 p.m. right now. So Hopefully it's not like, oh, I put the wrong address, blah, 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 and then, you know, deal with all that. Hiccup so far. I get to the Savage Burrito, and the manager's like, yeah, it's gonna be ready in about 8 to 10 minutes, even though it should be ready now. So I'm gonna go pick up the other order. Hopefully that's ready, and then come back. And then by the time I get back, hopefully that'll be ready. If not, then I'll just unassign the GrubHub order if I have to keep waiting for it. Guys, the much dreaded oil maintenance required lights turn on my car. But I do know that the warning triggers early. So I know I have a couple thousand miles, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get it taken care of. Because obviously, without this bad boy, we don't make no money. So anyhow, you know, it's one of the things you gotta keep in mind when you do drive, even if it's just part-time. You're gonna put a lot of miles on your vehicle. I purchased this car mainly just for this anyways, so I'm not really, you know, surprised or anything about it. Because yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? We're using these cars every day for, you know, getting to work, going to work, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make sure she gets taken care of, because without her, can't make no videos, we can't make no money. But yeah, so I got the order picked up from the second order was picked up. So the big one, basically, that was all ready. So I'm gonna go back to Savage Burrito, which is like 2 minutes away, if that, and see if that's ready. Hopefully that's ready. If it's not ready when I get there, I'm gonna go ahead and unassign that, because I'm not gonna wait for this $10 order. I mean, it is a $10 payout, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna wait for it if it doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So I got to the Savage Burrito, and they told me it's gonna be another 10 minutes for the order. So I don't know if they forgot to put it in or whatever it was, but I wasn't gonna wait 10 more minutes for the order anyways. So I told them, hey, not a problem, someone else will come pick it up. Then I went back to the car. I played with the app for a little bit, because I wasn't sure how to unassign the order. It's a lot more difficult, because there's a few more steps. It was my first time, so maybe that also played a role into how long it took me to figure that out. And then it told me like it's gonna affect your acceptance rating, and I was like, what? I don't remember seeing any ratings at all. So maybe there are ratings, and my dumbass has no idea where they're at. So anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get this delivered. We're about 8 minutes away. It's like always, the 75s don't disappoint. Finished that order, ended up being $22.41. So that was a dub in our books. You know what I'm saying? So now I have to get out of this parking lot and figure out how to get back to reality, because it's kind of out of the way. But not too bad, not too like forever, which is about 20 minutes. We finally got an order. It's a double order from Chipotle, paying just shy of $11 for only 2 miles for 2 orders. So that's why we went ahead and took it. And because I was tired of, you know, declining orders and not doing anything, so we get the ball rolling. I believe after this order, we should be over at 150 for the whole day, which again, starting at noon, I think it's a pretty good result. And we're gonna keep it going till about 8:30. See how those dropped off, and then I'm being $11.93. One of the customers tipped a little bit more. Now we got a $6.25 order from Fin Thai. It's a pretty, like, you know, mid-range, pricey, like new like restaurant, you know. So less than a mile, 9 items. Maybe that could be a higher payout. Dropped off, and then I have a little bit of higher payout. I think it ended up being like 15, 16 bucks. I'll take it. We're already over $100 on DoorDash, and I think we're at 63 on GrubHub. So altogether, we're basically at 166, I think. So not too bad, not too bad. Let's keep it going. Like always, I took this order showing $8.25, but it had those magical words. I'm telling you, whenever it says you need a heated bag or any of this extra language that's not there normally, big order, big order. 8 items. It has 159 subtotal, going 4 miles. We'll go ahead and snatch it up. I'm gonna walk in and see if it's ready. Hopefully it's a big order, but I'm like 99% sure it's a bigger order. If it's not, I'm gonna be shocked. Yeah, so we dropped that off. It did have a higher payout, but it wasn't as high as we would have liked. Here's the payout, $12.50 overall, right? So this order was about 5 miles. Why is the base pay only $2.50? I don't know. But then again, hey, I'll take it. You know, we started late, so anything helps. I would have liked something in the either like the 20s or like the low teens. Hey, but you know, it is what it is. It's not always gonna work out. But I'm telling you, whenever you see those words, it's always gonna be higher than what was shown. Technically, it was $4 higher than what was shown. So you know, we did pretty good miles to dollar ratio there. So we'll take it. So now we're sitting at about almost $180. So I'm gonna try to push it to 200. We're sitting at $179. So I'm gonna just hopefully dash till we hit 200. So just $20 more. We haven't got anything promising yet. It is 8 o'clock, so I'll give it a few minutes. If we don't get anything good by 8:15, go ahead and call it a night. It's no point in staying out longer than you need to just for a couple extra dollars. But tomorrow we're gonna start bright and early. No more sleeping in. Gonna make this happen. 8:30. I just took my last order from GrubHub, paying like $9.81. I ended my dash because we're not getting anything anyways. But the dash finished at 115 with some change. And I think for GrubHub we're gonna finish at about almost 90, give or take. So, and I'm only taking this one because it's actually going in the direction that I wanted to end up. Otherwise, it would have been kind of too far. But that's why we want to go ahead and took it. I've never been to this restaurant. They don't do DoorDash, but I guess they only do GrubHub. Not sure what that's about. But anyways, guys, thanks for following me in my dash. I'll post all the numbers here for you guys. Again, just trying out GrubHub. It's my second day doing GrubHub. So far, I like it. I think it can be a nice little backup to DoorDash. I still think my main squeeze is DoorDash, you know, and the side joint is GrubHub for now. But at some point, they were neck and neck, and then, you know, DoorDash just got a little bit busier. But so far, so good. We'll catch you guys next time.